If you do think about the survivors now, some of them have nowhere to go. Their homes are either destroyed or they're actually just afraid to go inside.
And one organization is helping by giving people cover. Here to show us is ShelterBox USA Interim Executive Director Alan Monroe. And first of all, what is ShelterBox USA? What type of organization and what do you guys do?
First, thanks for having us on the show today. ShelterBox is an international disaster relief charity. We specialize in providing emergency shelter and supplies to families who are displaced after earthquakes, tsunamis, even conflict such as that's experiencing in Syria right now. We specialize in providing the kind of equipment that you see here, basic essentials to get yourself back under shelter after a major disaster.
And it all fits in a box. Tell me specifically about what you guys are doing on the ground right now in Nepal.
Right. Well, we have 3 teams on the ground right now and more on the way. We also have about 3,500 shelter kits coming in to help families that have been displaced. The types of aid that we provide is the types that you see right here. Obviously, the hallmark of what we do is the big disaster relief tent here. We have, it can be for an extended family to get them back under shelter. And what's keeping me up at night right now is those horrible temperatures and the rains are going to be coming in. And hypothermia can set in, especially if you're sick, if you're wounded, if you're elderly. So we're working as quickly as possible to help as many families as we can.
And the tents and all these supplies, they all fit in that one box?
Believe it or not, they do. So basic equipment such as water purification, protection from the elements, from cold, and also from mosquitoes. The box can even be used for a number of different purposes. Tools and equipment, and even something for the kids as well.
That got me, right? You see that and you realize how many children are affected too. I know you want to go in the tent because I think it would be a good demonstration. This tent is huge and it all fits in the box and can, like you said, fit an extended family.
Absolutely. I mean, we want to provide equipment that a family can have the sense of hope and dignity to get back on their feet again after some of the most trying times of their life.
Let's go ahead. I'm going to go in the tent and
Right.
unzip it. Now, again, this is a pretty huge tent here. I'm 6'5", and I can go in and actually stand up. And something like this, can anyone buy this? Can people use this for camping?
Everything that we procure for ShelterBox, we send it directly out into the field, so we're not set up to actually sell this equipment. This tent's actually custom designed for our organization, and it can withstand 70-mile-per-hour winds and extreme temperatures as well.
And again, it's waterproof for the rains that'll be coming in as well.
That's right. That's right. And we're working as quickly as possible. Our first tents that are on the ground right now are actually set up at hospitals that are completely overcrowded. They're set up for triage centers and recovery centers as well.
And your organization has been around for a few years now, and you were at the big typhoon Hunan after that happened.
Yep.
So this is tested. You guys have made changes over the years of what has worked and what hasn't?
Absolutely. I mean, every time we come back from a deployment, we're looking at what's used, what the beneficiaries like, and what we can get better at. And this tent is a culmination of that. This is probably the 35th version of our tent, and even the newest version, it has additional tweaks. So we believe in providing, the best equipment that we can, especially, what the beneficiaries need, not necessarily what we think they need.
Right.
And if someone watching us wants to help out your organization, how can they do that?
Well, organizations like ours exist only through the beneficiaries from the donors, essentially, that make our work possible. Right now, we actually have a donor that has agreed to match funds for all the donations that come in up to a certain amount, which is an amazing opportunity to help the families affected by Nepal and other disasters just like it. And folks can learn more at our website at shelterboxusa.org.
And you guys are on Twitter as well. I follow you. All right. Alan Monroe, thank you so much for being here and doing what you do.
Really appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks, Alan.
Thanks, Alan. Hey, stick around. Coming up next on Weekend Recharge, we're taking a live look at Houston right now, but also